Welcome back to Dog Shop and Forge. So, as you recall, this is as far as we got on the fixed, or the bottom rein of the Anvil shears. Now, as far as Anvil shears go, this is actually relatively short. These are about 600 long. Some Anvil shears were up to 1 meter, so big things. I need to refine this region here, so put a chamfer in, forge this down a little bit in thickness so that we get some relief from the cutting edge. Now, if you compare it to these, I don't know if you can see that. The bottom jaw is going to end up here. I will put up a photo in a moment. So I need to, basically, if this is the bottom jaw, so that's down, that's how it's going to be. So this surface here will need to be chamfered, and then all of this and all of this needs to be forged, so we get rid of this sharp edge here. Then we need to fold it, and then we can start looking at working on the other jaw, which we're going to aim to achieve the same effect. So we're going to get it down to 10 mil, and then the rest of it down to 12-ish, and take this down to 27 for the other one as well. It will end up way too long, and we'll probably end up trimming off some of that. So let's get it hot, let's get it finished to the point where we're pretty much ready to do the pivot, and at the same time we'll continue working on the other one, and if there's time today we will try to actually get to squishing the axe bit just to see what happens. So let's have some fun. Alright, so step one, we're just going to forge down the inside or working side of the jaw. To create a little bit of relief. Alright, so we've got a little bit of relief. As you can see, this side, thick, thin. So we'll grind that to refine it, but being careful not to extend into the hinge portion. Now, let's work on chamfering this. Get rid of some of this. Some of that curve we'll need to refine by grinding, but some of it, i.e. most of it, you can do this way. work that chamfer back in again. I'm really going to move some from here. Alright, let's get back to putting in the nice chamfer relief on the outside so it looks pretty. I really do need to make an anvil block for this anvil. We can grind, I reckon, because we do need to hollow grind this section. right now I'm just working on getting rid of this radius surface from when the spring was made, so it looks properly forged. Now this is the outside, so we can continue that all the way. Bearing in mind it's bloody hot. Now, that's the inside, so we have to leave that area alone. We can chamfer that a little bit. Alright, so the next bit is to flatten out the little bit of bowing that we get always on the unsupported side of a bend. On again. The hard part will be the bend in the wide section. So we've got to bend it in the width axis of the rein instead of the narrow axis. I won't be welding this, but could do with being a little bit wider. Alright, we may have to wedge that open a bit. First, let's bend that, so we'll insert it like this and then go this way, moving away from the horn. Like this, that to go down, so this to go this way, and we essentially lost heat. Alright, let's get that hot again. Very quickly, try and straighten some of this out. that. Now we're going to tidy this up. The end's got a bit awry. Do the usual trick of chilling it outside of the bend area to get it to move where we really want it to move. Now, I might end up welding a collar to this. Managed to get the offset that we need in, get this more or less on center. So with a collar on here, that should get that up there, and then we can see about, first we'll need to wedge that open. Okay, a plan comes together. Giving this a quick attempt at a weld because we need a collar so it doesn't fall too far into the hardy hole. Wasn't part of the plan. Shouldn't have to be part of the plan, to be honest. So today didn't go quite to plan. Yes, we've still got the half the rain, but, and this is where I'm kicking myself, I should have stuck with my original plan and used the wider one for this, because quite frankly there isn't enough metal here. If I use it here it ends up being too short, it's just not going to. I probably should make something to pack out the hardy hole to give it a better seat. And if I use it this way, I think the leverage is incorrect and it's just going to be a bit of a mess. The collar didn't take, so the welds didn't take, so my options at this point, if I wish to save this project, because I am losing a lot to scale at this point, is to weld this, to arc weld the collar to the shank, make a hardy adapter, which to be fair I do need to make, but it'll be one specific to this size, so it's probably going to be a bit of angle iron or something that I just fold out the end so it doesn't fall in the hole. So what have we learnt from this? One, go with your initial gut call, materials wise. Often that's going to be right. I will muddle through, but it's not going to be quite the project I'd hoped it would be. I've learnt heaps, and if I do this again, which I probably will, just so that I can actually get it done properly, what I'll do is I'll actually forge it out of mild steel and then weld on some high carbon steel for the cutting edge, instead of making the whole thing out of high carbon steel. A, it'll save materials, and B, it's easier to get mild steel in the stock sizes that you need for this sort of project than it is to get tooling like high carbon steel, like spring steel, at least in the small amounts that the home shop uses. So that's what I'm going to leave off for today. If you've enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up. Feel free to share on social media, and if you haven't already subscribed, I'd love it if you hit that subscribe button. Don't forget, ring the notification bell. So get out to your shop, have fun, learn something, make mistakes, but stay safe, and I'll catch you for the next one.